Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Rex. He's a level 3 whiskey sommelier.
He's a mooch.
I'm sure. Why not?
You've earned it.
Okay.
You're back to mooch.
You don't give away ooch. You don't give away.
Right there.
And then
I love that Chad, by the way, the couple videos back included you missing the clink, which we didn't do the last video.
Right.
And I'm just now realizing it. Okay.
People are used to us forgetting things.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're used to us forgetting things. I'd like to start doing it as a regular thing, like near the end, just tugging it, just to remind people, if we remember. Are you pouring?
I was gonna. You ready?
Or there's things.
This is Patrick Cohn,
How about-
patron saint of... Actually, I think Patrick Cohn might have reached full Weddle.
Did he?
Yeah.
Full.
Because it wasn't just 7 he's sent now. I think we're over a dozen.
Okay.
Is that Weddle?
Are you doing the fart noises?
I can't do fart noises.
You can't do fart noises?
I'll do that.
This is what we're doing. You try and do the fart noises. It's funnier when you try and fail.
Okay.
Patrick Cohn, you patron. Wait, Weddle, full Weddle, whiskey saint.
I can't do the armpit one. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm excited about this one.
Right.
So I don't speak French.
Compass Box?
Juvenile?
Oh, I like
Is that how you pronounce that in French, you think? Juvenile?
Juveniles.
No, that's juveniles in English, but it's a French restaurant.
Juveniles.
In France, right? Not in America. Not an American restaurant making
I
French
show
food.
up with my cargo shorts and a fanny pack. It's like, pardon me, monsieur, where is the Juveniles restaurant?
Yeah. So for 30 years, this famous restaurant by, was it Tim Johnston, has been doing Juvenile, it's called Juveniles, been making good food. And he became good friends with John Glazer with Compass Box.
Yeah.
And they create whiskeys for his restaurant.
Nice.
This is not the first time they've done it.
Right.
But this is a creation specifically for Juvenile.
Right. I have...
And if you actually speak French,
I'm so far ahead of you.
see if I'm...
I've nosed, I've tasted, I've lived.
So what do you think this is, Rex? Where do you think it comes from?
This is a blended Scotch whiskey with French influence.
It's blended malt, so it's all malt. There's no grain.
That's what I said.
Look at this.
Oh, there's a ding dong in there.
Yeah.
What?
It's just glued.
Oh, they got janky with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
That's so cool. I think they got bits. They got fiddly bits.
That's a very inventive fiddly bit. I like that.
Yeah.
There's a little ding dong bell in there. You know. You like the ding dong.
Happy Christmas.
Okay.
So
it's a Scotch.
This is...
Why the French name? What is the French thing?
I'm not saying it again because everyone but you was listening.
Okay.
I just talked about that whole thing non-stop.
Here's the best.
Non-stop for a good 60 seconds.
Here's the best part.
And you heard nothing.
Here's the best part. What I was thinking about... There's nothing. It's just nothing. It wasn't a deep, profound thought.
You kept interrupting me.
It wasn't important. It wasn't useful or practical. It wasn't things that you need to get done today. I was just daydreaming.
You're literally nothing.
It was like...
I'm not going to say it again. You guys help Rex out and put it in the comments.
It was literally... Remember the old Charlie Brown cartoons?
Wah, 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 wah.
All right.
All right, on the nose, this is just all pretty light.
I get a dry finish, though. I'll talk about the notes that I get leading up to the dry finish.
I get a little bit of hay.
I get...
in the nose. I haven't tasted it yet.
A dry floral honey. And that dry is pretty consistent from beginning to end, but then it mostly shows up on the end because the sweeter floral honey elements, those subside, and then you're left with the dry...
This is great because on the nose I would have thought it would be just sugary, sweet, and pretty.
No.
But in the taste, it's got texture.
Yeah.
It's got a little oil.
This is an interesting balance between sweet and dry elements.
This definitely is like a finishing whiskey, like an end of dinner or maybe early on with some of the light appetizers because... And I'm thinking because it's in a restaurant, because anything heavy and oily in soup or sauce or anything is going to bury this whiskey. It's way too subtle for that.
It's not a bitter dryness, and it's not even an oaky flavor.
Right.
But that kind of barrel dry.
Yeah, for some reason I'm getting a little bit of like a cotton mouth
Yeah.
After I've let it sit for a second.
Yeah. It's
But
nice,
it
though.
feels oily.
It's nice though.
when you drink it.
I like it.
So this is, for those wondering, this is 34% Strathmill, 34% Balmenic, 20% Clynelish, 10% Clynelish, a different Clynelish. One's Hogshead and one's Sherry, and then 2% Glendullen. I love when they give you all the information.
What whiskeys did they put in here? I'm kidding.
I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna have a riot. And how do you riot in a place like this when you don't want to damage anything? Because you love the whiskeys more than anything else. There's just a lot of grabbing and but you don't do anything with it.
I'm trying to think of what this is comparable to. I'm hard pressed to come up with something that is simultaneously not sugary sweet, but it's got some natural sweet notes.
Yeah,
balanced against some dryness that's consistent throughout the entire.
There's not even a Compass Box that I think is comparable to this.
I think this is fairly unique. I like it.
You know what?
It's
maybe Japanese whiskey.
maybe Japanese.
Maybe a Hibiki.
Okay, I will allow you to pull out Japanese whiskey.
I just wanted to drink some Hibiki. Okay, so
You're getting Hibiki. We have Power Stroke Strong 903. With all the whiskey, with all the whiskey that the mooch consumes, can you write it off as a business loss on your taxes? LOL. I don't know.
Yes,
that is a question for
the bookkeeper.
Tyler Kapik. Is caramel a function of barrel aging, or is it more malt related? I.e., whiskey mash contains crystal malt.
It is more wood related. So caramel is the result of the chemical reaction that takes place when the alcohol is interacting with wood.
Okay, and to get the sweeter elements, you're usually going in at a higher proof or a
Well,
lower?
no matter what, you're going to get sweeter elements from the distillation and the sugar's high. And but you can change what dominates based on the proof that goes into the barrel. But overall, any of those flavors at all are coming from the wood. Okay, so here's my analysis. I want you to see what you think. The Hibiki is sweeter on the nose, but less complex on the taste. Or I should say that way, more complex on the nose.
It is a more complex nose.
But less complex on the taste.
It is a more complex nose.
So try it.
It's nice.
But now try this. Try just a sip.
It's nice. Okay. If complexity is the comparison.
Yes.
Then,
only complexity.
Then the Juveniles is more complex.
Yes.
The Hibiki, though, it's much more of a cohesive, solid thing.
It's round and approachable.
That has it's a density of, if it makes sense, a density of different nuanced notes. They're not just disparate, fighting with each other. They are all one thing. They complement each other really well.
Any other comments before we wrap this shit up?
Don't rush me.
You can't rush a genius.
I have whiskeys to savor.
You can't rush the genius.
Whiskeys to savor. Steve Marshall, friend, says, "What are you watching?" Me thinks long and hard. Just a couple of idiots rubbing whiskey on their hands. Yeah. So
that's true.
Here's the thing, though. Because
as a matter of fact, now that you mention it,
I text myself, multiple times a day with episode ideas and just things that I need to remember. And this right there, when we did that sparked an idea of, we'll probably have to do it on the other channel, but a whole bunch of different. What are several whiskey hacks? Right. One is the hand thing. Another is, if you're trying to find the most out of the nose, a thing you can do is don't put whiskey in the glass, just rinse the edges of the glass.
Yep, exactly.
So just coat the glass so there's no whiskey in the bottom.
Let it all evaporate.
Let it all evaporate, that comes up. So there's at least 5 other things for people to get the most out of a whiskey. Still building the list. We'll see if it turns into something.
So the first person I saw do the hand thing was Simon Brooking from Lafroig, or among other whiskeys. And the second person was Chrissy Martin.
Okay.
Our very own Chrissy Martin.
So you told me this.
She did it with bourbon.
You told me this Simon Brooking story. He was talking about Lafroig, and he was saying, if you want to know what the barrel house smells
what it smells like to stand at Lafroig, you pour Lafroig in your hands, rub till dry, and smell, and you will smell, this is what Lafroig smells like. He says, this is what I do when I'm homesick.
Oh, really? Really?
And then he drives.
Well,
And he's
you-
like, no, really, officer. I'm sober as a judge.
You know, Simon, if you just drink the whiskey, it's probably a little bit more direct.
I would venture a guess he's also drinking
A
the
little
whiskey.
bit more direct help.
Yeah, he doesn't have like a spray mist bottle. He's like,
Whiskey cologne. Yeah, again, the driving is the thing.
yeah, that would become a problem.
Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, fight for a friend.
Steal, may you steal a lover's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.